Deadlock, a game which opened up its doors for invite-only closed beta testing in late summer of 2024, is a hero-based multiplayer online battle arena set in 1940s New York that sees a cast of supernatural monsters, agents, and even gods team up to complete a ritual, summoning a deity known as patrons. Today, we look at Grey Talon, a well-respected founder of the famous monster hunting organization, the Baxter Society. A clever, long-range combatant that uses his powerful bow in combination with traps and mystical flight to pin down and destroy his foes. He participates in the ritual, seeking the perpetrators responsible for his son and daughter-in-law's deaths in a mysterious house fire. We'll break down his stats, strats, and abilities to give you all the information you need to guide your team's spirit to victory. At 700 base HP, scaling plus 38 every boon, Grey Talon is slightly above average in HP. And with 4 stamina, he has a higher mobility potential than most other characters. Grey Talon's weapon of choice is called the Morning Comes, a medium-range, extremely accurate bow that deals 39 damage per second with a fall-off range of 54 meters. Charge Shot is Grey Talon's first ability, which sees him charge up a powerful shot that pierces through enemies. A high-damage, extremely accurate burst weapon that you'll use throughout the entire game. The first upgrade seeing +1 to your charges, and the last seeing double the scaling and more than half of the charge time cut, meaning you can pump out large bursts of damage extremely quickly. Rain of Arrows is Grey Talon's second ability, which sees you launch high into the air, allowing you to glide slowly. While airborne, you gain weapon damage and multi-shot on your weapon, with the second upgrade giving you weapon damage and applying a slow to enemies you hit, plus bullet and spirit lifesteal on the last. This becomes your most important tool for staying on the move, while also providing you some sustain in fights. Spirit Snare is Grey Talon's third ability, which sees you throw out a trap that begins to arm itself. Once armed, the trap will trigger when an enemy enters its radius, applying Curse, movement slow, and also interrupts, silence, disarms, and prevents item usage. If you hit the Spirit Snare with a charge shot, you can detonate it early, which will increase its radius. And with the second upgrade, applying a 15% bullet resist debuff for 10 seconds. This is not only one of the best tools you have to protect yourself, but can also be used to set up your team for easy kills. Guided Owl is Grey Talon's ultimate ability, which after a 1.5 second cast time, sees you launch a spirit owl that you control and explodes on impact, damaging and stunning enemies. If you kill an enemy with Guided Owl, you see a permanent spirit power for each enemy killed throughout the match, with the last upgrade seeing an execute on enemies that are below 22% health. This ultimate not only has the potential to kill, but is a great tool for setting up your team. Now that we've talked about Grey Talon's abilities and their upgrades, let's talk about how to utilize his kit to strike true. Charge Shot is one of the higher hitting skills in the game. Practice landing these and your damage will make the opposition think twice about staying out in the open. Rain of Arrows is great at setting you up to land arrows and place your spirit snares in optimal positions. You can also use this ability as half of a majestic leap to reposition yourself on the high ground and keep your distance from the enemy. Guided Owl is a great map-wide tool you can use during laning phase to set up kills for your lane or others, and with its scaling becomes an ability you should use every time it's off cooldown. Grey Talon is best paired with people who command presence. Thus, heroes like Mo and Krill or Yamato can create openings for you to land easy arrows or simply lock them down for you to unleash your full combo on them. On the opposite, Heroes like McGinnis or Seven can mostly just straight ignore you and focus on pushing waves to outfarm, foregoing any chances you have at creating enough pressure to stop them from scaling and putting you in a more farming focused role, which Grey Talon isn't the best at in the early game. When itemizing Grey Talon, look to grab items like Extra Charge and Extra Spirit to give you oppressive damage in lane, making them scared to try and farm waves while giving your laning partner space to farm your jungle at peace. Mid, shift into items like Superior Cooldown and Enchanter's Emblem to keep those birds in the sky and give you decent HP regen, which will keep you healthy for fights. Late, look to grab items like Tank Buster and Spirit Burn to maximize the devastation your charge shots will ensue, making you truly deadly. An example of an endgame build would be something like Transcended Cooldown, Surge of Power, Tank Buster, Spirit Burn, Mystic Reverb, Rapid Recharge, Enchanter's Emblem, Boundless Spirit, Arcane Surge, Stamina Mastery, Mystic Shot, and Counterspell. This build will give you all the items you need to dominate the opposite team while giving you an option to parry any spell you might find yourself getting caught in. Now that you have a great base of strategies and items you can use to make the most out of Grey Talon, you too can soar to victory. Tell me in the comments your favorite Grey Talon builds and anything I might have missed. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and make sure you come back for a breakdown on our next hero, Haze, the OSIC Sandman.